Great coaches do not go back to college. Great coaches go to college and then come to the NFL.
Is Aaron Rodgers going to be a quarterback in the NFL next year?
Well, I think the question is he going to play for the Jets? How many games they've won this year? 4? What kind of demand is there for a 41-year-old quarterback? But this generation of kids don't know football. They don't watch the history of the game. They don't watch other people play the game. The game is not live or die to them. These guys are dumb to real football.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Fully Loaded. Cris, Carter, Shawn, Meaike. How you doing, bro?
Good, bro.
You good to go? You getting ready for Christmas?
Bro, you closer to my, you been in the sun. You closer to my color this week.
Yo, I am getting really close. I've been in a lot of sun, dude.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
If you got that in high definition, dude, it's chocolate.
All right, let's talk about high definition. Bill Belichick, North Carolina coach. Why is he, first of all, I thought he was going to go to the NFL, dude. So tell me about this. Tell me how this all worked itself out and why he's at UNC coaching college football.
Well, for one, there's several NFL jobs that are available.
Okay.
And after the last hiring cycle in the NFL, and Belichick, it didn't go well, and even Robert Kraft had some choice words to certain ownership about hiring him or not. So
What do you say about hiring him?
I just think behind the scenes, he let him know who the real Bill is compared to the Bill that's out there in the media and the Bill that's doing the interviews, because there are a couple different Bills.
Who's the real Bill?
The real Bill is, you need to watch the pregame show of Fox this weekend.
Okay.
And they had Julian Edelman, they had Gronk on there, and Tom Brady was a special guest because he was calling the game in L.A. So he came into the studio. They were laughing and joking, but they say, hey, what do you guys think about Belichick as a coach? And they were like, no, this is a disaster. Like, because he is not very cuddly and cultivating. And his sweet spot is not kids in that age group. If you look at Belichick, what he was most successful with was older veteran players that had been through 2 or 3 contracts and had had a good experience in the NFL, and their careers had fallen off. That's where he had his most success, besides Tom Brady. Very few people were drafted by the Patriots and developed by Bill Belichick. And I'm involved in college football and player development at Florida Atlantic here in Boca Raton. I was shocked the last 2 years working with the team, the lack of on-the-field time, and how that is monitored by the athletic department, which is monitored by the NCAA. So there are a lot of things as a pro coach that you just don't even have enough time to cover on the field. And you can only have the kids at the facility so many hours a day. So I think that he's going to be in for a surprise, not only at the lack of time, but he's going to be shocked at the overall low football IQ of this generation of football players. And Bill Belichick masters on knowing situational football. These kids have not played a lot of football. They've played more football in video games than they have in person, which in turn, when you get in the real game, it don't play out that way. So I'm shocked that he's going. I think he's less than 15 wins away from being the all-time winningest coach.
Why wouldn't you go do that?
Because he can't get a job.
Nobody will hire him in the league.
Him working at North Carolina told me that he put the feelers out there and nobody was biting on it.
How do you end up at North Carolina?
When nobody else wants you.
Damn.
After you've been dating pretty girls and then you get older and you lose some money or something and you lose a profile or something and now you ain't dating girls quite as cute, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, typically your tax bracket changed, something happened to you like that.
So you don't think he's going to be successful? There's this idea where he's like, I'm going to cultivate him. The opposite of what you're saying. I'm going to build it. I'm going to have this pipeline to the NFL. That ain't going to work for him.
That's not him. That's not him.
Been.
He used to criticize Tom Brady and told him if he didn't like it, he'd go play for Foxborough High School. So what's he going to tell the kids at North Carolina? And by the way, North Carolina's not good in football.
Not at all. When's the last time they were good?
It's been a long time.
How long? Now, is there truth to how long is that contract for, you know? You got any idea how big or how long
I don't know.
thing
Due
is?
to 72.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't loan him no money.
Yeah.
I mean, 72.
All right, staying with college. So you don't think it's going to be a smash and success for him or the school?
Great coaches do not go back to college. Great coaches go to college and then come to the NFL. Typically, when they come to the NFL, they get beat up and then they go back, i.e. Nick Saban.
Yep.
Pete Carroll, college coach, pro coach, successful at both levels, got beat up in the pros, went back to college, won national championship, then came back to Seattle, won Super Bowls. Very, very special coach. Very few have that finish line story that Pete Carroll had.
All right, so the college football playoffs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were talking about you talking about Ohio State. Talk to us about the division, them, SEC, who's in, and who got. Is there anybody that you think got left out that should have been in?
No, I don't think the only team you can really conversate about is Alabama. You know, should they be in? And when you lose to two teams that are sub 500, you're not supposed to get in. Like, you're not supposed to get into the playoff. That's not what's about. You can't take away the importance of the regular season and then just allow the big blue bloods, because they're going to bring 50, 60,000 fans, to allow them to be in the playoffs. SMU had a special year. I would have even fought for Miami, given the quarterback that they have and how exciting he is. I don't think they'd be able to last a couple rounds, but it would be exciting for the playoffs when you have a player, you know, like that. But I think Alabama's the only real team, because the SEC, they get 3 teams in compared to 4. Ole Miss could have an argument. It wouldn't last real long.
No, they lost some bad games.
The SEC was not as strong as they have been in the past. The Big Ten got 4 teams in.
They did.
So which in turn left 5 teams left, you know, 5 spots left. And I believe SMU getting in was good. Clemson had to get in. They bounced back after a devastating loss to start the season. Also, how they dealt with the portal. Clemson, Air Force, Army, Navy, the only teams not to have any portal transfers.
And Clemson's in the playoff.
Clemson's in the playoff. Dabo's drawing it up a new way, doing it very, very different than the other teams are doing it, but successful.
Army had a hell of a year.
Army had a hell of a
Jesus.
year. Double digits in wins.
No doubt.
Got one more big game with Navy left to potentially get to 11 wins. Yes.
Is that a duplicatable system moving forward for people?
No.
No.
No, because you can't get, I think they have 55 kids that have been there 3, 4, and 5 years. You know, so they're special individuals. They're special human beings. They got a special assignment. So their overall experience as student athletes is totally different. But no, you can't duplicate that.
All right. So we understand how valuable the NFL is. Generated $20 billion last year, 72% higher than Major League Baseball did. You a big baseball guy?
No.
Okay.
How many times I got to tell you that?
I want to make sure they might not have seen the episode before. He's not a big baseball guy.
No.
But you're a big NFL guy. You're a big capitalist. You're a big economics guy.
Yeah, I'm about making money, yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you don't live in stuff like this, man.
How does Juan
Food stamps,
Soto?
dog.
Juan Soto played right field for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Mets signed him. $765 million over 16 years. Okay.
Baseball's got the dumbest fucking owners in all time.
They're the dumbest owners?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me what sport's dumber.
Well, it depends on what you look. Dumbest in what? They need to make
Well,
more money?
there's only 4. Okay,
Yeah.
you got hockey.
Yeah.
All right. Kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
We don't really know the ownership there.
Correct.
You know,
I'm baseball, basketball, football.
Okay. So
I'm not
we're not
talking about hockey.
So next we got the NBA.
Yeah.
Got some very, very savvy business people
Yeah.
in there. Like, most of the people turn it over to basketball operations to let them be able to run it. And then, of course, we have the big dog, the NFL.
Okay. Do you think the average Major League Baseball team, that from a profitability standpoint, they make money?
Just a little bit of money.
A little bit of money.
Yeah.
Do you think that
They got 81 home games. How can you lose money? You got 81 home
when you're
games.
selling everything 162 times? I get that part. When will the NFL, or will they, ever see? Not that. That's when you start. Who has the biggest contract in the NFL?
Patrick Mahomes.
And what's he get?
I think he signed 10 years for $450 million.
And here's crazy.
See, we don't have too many of them dumb contracts that baseball has.
Dumb for owners.
I mean,
not dumb for players. Dumb for owners.
They're dumb for the players,
Why?
too. Man, you don't know how much a guy going to be making in 12 years. It's going to be more than $50 million.
I'd still take my chance with $700 million.
Man, if I'm a great player, the difference
Yeah.
between good players and great players is how long you stay in your prime. So that's the difference. Like, if you are a great player, sign a shorter contract and bank on your ability.
What if you get hurt?
I ain't worried about getting hurt.
Okay. Now, I don't want to make a point for you. Ohtani signed a contract a year ago. You know how much less he got? A lot less than that because the market changed so much.
Yes.
He signed a long-term contract.
Now, he's a different. This guy can bat for you. This guy can
best
pitch
player.
for you.
Nobody's ever done this.
No.
Nobody's ever done that in Major League Baseball. Ever.
No.
And nobody, there might be anybody else that ever does what he's doing. Ever. And he's making $300 million less over a period of time in his contract. He signed it a year ago.
Yes.
And Soto's, he's like, what is he? 10th in batting average, 4th in home runs, 8th. Like he hit 288, bro.
And for $5 million, man, I'm going to stay and bat behind Aaron Judge.
Yeah, you and me both. And the Met, hey, and I'm glad the Yanks didn't sign him. Being that I'm a Yankee, not like diehard, oh my God, they better win or my life's going to fucking be over.
Yeah, me
but I like to see him win. I'm happy that Cashman sometimes I'm like, but that one was, hey, for $5 million more, go play with the Mets, dude. Because
Yes.
you can guarantee we ain't going to win over there. I can guarantee that. So I'm watching TV the other night. Comes on, I see this guy walking in the camera. I don't know who it is. I realize after he starts talking, it's Mark Gastineau. And he's talking to Brett Favre. You see that clip the other day? Now they're doing this. Okay. So, and I'm watching Brett Favre come in. He's like, how you doing? And Gastineau's giving him shit about his sack record from how many years ago. And that Favre took a fall or a dive so Strahan could win the record and have the all-time sack leader for a season. And now they're making this ESPN 30, 60, whatever the hell they do. Do you remember when Strahan broke the record and Favre got tackled?
Yes.
Okay. And then Favre released a statement and said, hey, man, sorry. I didn't know he was that mad about it, but I was trying to, have some fun, and I wanted to see Michael Strahan. Did Brett Favre really just lay down so Strahan could win the record?
Yes.
Okay.
He told us that.
Was that wrong?
It was a running play.
Or was it wrong?
It just tampers with the game.
Okay.
Like, it was just unnecessary.
Okay.
Like, why would you put yourself in the storyline? It's about Michael Strahan. Mm-hmm. It's in Giant Stadium. It's not in Green Bay.
Correct.
He didn't have anything to do with it.
It's your opponent.
But he wanted to.
How come?
I don't know. He's a weird dude, man.
What dude is he? Can you talk about Bill Belichick being two people? So I'd like to start reading
No,
comments.
let me tell you something. Well, you read the stories of Brett Favre,
Yeah.
and here's some of the stuff he did. Okay.
He did that shit, right?
Okay, yes.
The money, the
Everything.
kids, all that shit.
Yeah, strung out on the Percocets, all that.
It.
Yes. Yeah, he got a real sketchy. Not surprised at all.
Gastineau looked like he was ready to rip his head off. He's a little
Man,
bit.
Gastineau didn't look like he was ready to take no punch to me.
He's
had better days.
He's had a lot better days, dude.
How old is Mark Gastineau?
He looks like
How old
he's
is Mark
65
Gastineau?
going on 104. Yeah, he looked like he didn't know where he was.
I mean, he was not speaking the King's English. Now, I think I'm at autograph sessions like that.
Yeah.
And you see people like that.
That's
yeah,
a
he's
bad
9 years
58,
older than
dude.
me.
58.
He's 58 or 68? He's 68.
68.
Yeah, he's 9
Damn.
years older than me. Yeah.
Dude, he looks like he's 40 years old.
Yeah, he need to change to my moisturizer.
I don't think that's the problem, bro. I don't think that's the problem at all. But not at all. But go ahead. You're at autograph sessions just like that.
Yeah, and you have all kind of discussions with guys, legends through all different sports. So for me, I wasn't surprised that happened. I was surprised at Brett's response. Was he sorry for her?
He shouldn't have. I agree.
I wouldn't have been sorry. I wouldn't have been apologizing to him.
So why?
Hey, bro, if you want to have that record, you should have had 23.
Correct.
Then I wouldn't have had nothing to do with it. Like, no, it don't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. Like, but Brett, I wouldn't be letting no dude walk up on me talking about you hurt me. Really? You grown? You 68?
Yeah,
and you
I
hurting
heard
over
you.
that? Like, really? You talking about I kept you out the Hall of Fame? No, what kept you out the Hall of Fame was hanging out all night. All right? If you had gone home and got some sleep.
Gastineau?
Yes. He enjoyed all the benefits of being a New York Jet.
Yeah.
And then now you get 68, you sit back with regret. This guy, if I had this one play right here, and because of him, I'm not in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is not about one play.
No, you weren't going to be in. He looks like those days caught up to him. However many days he had to caught up to him.
Yes.
So you played with Randy Moss. You actually, I love listening to you talk about him coming to the league and how that worked out for you and for him greatly. And looks like he's going through some medical stuff. What did Larry Fitzgerald Sr.'s, what did he tweet about him, and why is Randy's kid screaming at Larry Fitzgerald Sr.?
Well, he had put out kind of almost like an announcement that whatever Randy was dealing with, that he put a name to it, and liver cancer.
Okay.
So immediately, I mean, when I looked at it last night, it had 1.8 million hits on it.
Yeah.
So I know the whole circle. Larry Fitzgerald worked for the Vikings as a reporter. His son, Larry Jr., was a ball boy. I mentored Larry Jr. since he was 14 years old. Randy Moss came in during that tenure and became very good friends with Larry Sr. and also a mentor to Larry Jr. So I'm not surprised that Larry's dad tried to move the narrative where that he could break the story. And then I'm not surprised that it's not true. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that Randy is really suffering from some very, very serious health issues that have a long-term effect. And, you know, I used to sit on that seat on that show. So I know when you don't show up, what happens and the ramifications that would make it okay for you not to be there. It would have to be either a family serious situation or a very, very serious health situation. So a lot of people might think this, but they don't know this. But Randy and I are not that close from a communicative standpoint. So
why not?
That's just the way he chooses to have it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would say that he's that way with a lot of people. Now, my ex-teammate, Jake Reed and him are a lot closer than myself. So a lot of the communication through the years has been through Jake. So
And you're close to Jake.
very close to Jake.
Got it.
Yeah, Jake and I talk all the time. Go on vacations and stuff together. Yeah, Jake Reed, that's my guy. So we've reached out to Randy, and we just haven't heard a response. So I just wanted people to know that, yes, I do know Randy. Yes, I was a part of him coming into the league, but him and I are not real close like that he stays in contact with me.
Got it. So, good week. We don't know what's going to happen this week, but good week. And no, it's hard to believe the Jets lost again.
I thought he said good weed.
It was a good week.
Okay.
No, I've been sober 24 years. But for me, sober is sober because weed leads to cocaine, and cocaine leads to other stuff, and it's a bad night. But we could do some cool shit.
That was a sidebar.
If I was out here getting high. Believe me. So,
Lord, thank you that we did not meet.
Exactly. So, Jets lost again. Dolphins got him. Aaron Rodgers lost again. And I think the
he looked 87.
What's that?
In the game, he looked 87 years old.
Yeah, he did. Is he going to play in the league next year? We keep saying, is somebody going to pay? I would assume he's not going to play for a team that has no chance to win. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be a quarterback in the NFL next year?
Well, I think the question is he going to play for the Jets? Which, to me, it makes no sense for him to play for the Jets unless they can't get anybody else. But I do believe the Jets should be able to utilize that pick on a quarterback, and they should move on from Aaron Rodgers.
And when they do, is he going to be of any demand for anybody to pick up?
How many games they've won this year? 4?
A couple.
What kind of demand is there for a 41-year-old quarterback?
Pain in the ass.
He always got a couple friends who want to come with him.
They are a pain in the ass.
So,
like Devontae, I mean, he started talking about the Jets' energy, what they're not doing, bro. Like, you've been here, and I know you talk about him trying to help in the locker room, but like, how about we just go play? How about did you watch?
I don't think he's going to be playing next year.
Okay. You watch the end of the Cowboys game with the punt and the block punt and the miss. This is the biggest for me.
The reason why defense starts with a D because there's a lot of dummies over there. I'm talking about, boy. Remember the commercial, boy, you learn a lot from a dummy?
Well, it's funny. I was listening to Travis Hunter the other day talk. They're like, we had this. He goes, yeah, but I'm on defense. When I'm on defense, bro, it's just different. I drop them balls. Like, I'm on defense. When I'm offense, that's when I'm out there catch the ball. Defense, I'm breaking shit up, and I drop some balls I shouldn't drop. Like the rest of the guys on my defensive team.
Yes.
In my side of the ball. So it was stupid. I mean, ridiculously crazy. And I was listening to.
But this generation of kids don't know football.
But how do you?
Let me tell you something.
Dude, you're telling me you could be in the NFL and not know that.
No. I guarantee you that kid has never seen the Leon Lett play.
He probably hasn't. But he doesn't know.
They don't watch the history of the game. They don't watch other people play the game. The game is not live or die to them. These guys are dumb to real football.
Was it live or
With
die?
all the technology, they have everything at their disposal. iPad. They can look. Even at FAU, we can look at any player in college football and any player or any play or any team in pro football. Just by a click. All on the same software. I can watch every play. I can watch the all 22. I can watch the end zone copy. I can watch it all. College. Man, 1AA. Everything. And these kids are watching less and less football. They know less and less. When Belichick gets down there, he's going to be shocked.
At what they don't know.
What they don't know.
Dude, and we've said this lately with a few of the games, the way they ended, and you could see, dude, how about that dude walking in the locker room after that game? You been in that locker room.
It ain't good, man.
How about that? How's that dude doing rolling in the locker room?
I'm doing my interview, and I'm real loud. And I'm
about how stupid it was.
We made some dumb decisions.
Yeah.
Now, one play won't lose you the game, but if you do it late in the fourth quarter after you block a punt and the game is over, it will lose you the game.
Well, I was watching Micah Parsons walk off the field, and then, he had said something about, dude, why is he talking about he's willing to play for less? Jerry Jones is his guy. Explain that to me. Were you ever willing to play for less because you like the owner that much? If you were losing and for less money?
Well, this is the thing. Hypothetically, it's the Tom Brady situation. If you like where you are, if you like everything that's going on in Dallas, and Dallas players have been able to make a lot of money on and off the field. They have their major offensive players signed up for a long time. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
So now he's thinking they're going to score some points. And he does his own podcast. He's very, very marketable. Like, he's going to make a lot. He realizes there are a lot worse places than being in Dallas. This is economics. And he's a smart guy. I don't think this is a bad play.
Okay.
Like, because it's a long-term play. And this is the kind of player that you want to build around. He's not screaming some nonsense, hey, I got to be the highest paid player.
No.
I want to make more than T.J. Watt. He's trying
and he could be screaming about how damn good he is.
Oh, his numbers are ridiculous. Like, he'll be able to get whatever he wanted to. But the ability to be able to win a championship, and if he's team captain on the next Dallas Super Bowl, because their next Super Bowl is going to be epic. Hey, I know you figured, man, I don't even know if I'll be alive for that. But
I won't be alive for that. I'm going to live to 100, and I will not be alive for that.
But if he makes the sacrifice, stays in Dallas, takes less money, he's going to make a lot more money over the next 40 years in Dallas.
Cumulatively with all the stuff that he gets to do. And he's buddies with a Jerry Jones who not a bad dude.
Jerry is taking care of his star players. That's what people talking about. Man, is he going to sign CeeDee Lamb? He's always signed the star players.
Right.
Dallas is about having star players. Jerry knows that.
Yeah. They ain't about winning, but they're about star players. All right. So winning, college football playoff. Now you see the bracket. Who do you like? That's a real good answer.
I like Ohio State to play Georgia again.
In the championship.
Yeah. Ohio State's going to beat Tennessee. Then they're going to beat Oregon in the Rose Bowl January 1st.
And then
Georgia is getting it together. Now, I don't know about Georgia's quarterback.
The backup that they played.
That dude they cannot win a national championship with that guy.
Is the other kid, so the other kid can play?
Yeah, he hurt his elbow, though.
That's what I'm saying. But
and the injury reports in college are totally different than the pros.
You don't have to say anything.
Very little.
Got it.
Very little.
Well, what have you heard? How bad is it?
And the quarterback drop-off is severe. So for me, when you injure the inside of your elbow, do I think you'll be 100% in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and to be able to play multiple games? Bruh, they went 8 overtimes with Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago. They just went overtime with Texas. The human body only got so much in it. Okay, so I'm concerned about the quarterback of Georgia. But Georgia has the momentum coming in. Oregon, I like them in the Big Ten championship. But let me tell you something. Penn State is challenged offensively.
Yeah.
They don't have great offensive players. And for them to be able to score 30 on Oregon, that scared me. I was like, ugh. Like, that ain't a good look right there.
Correct.
You know, but Oregon has looked the best top to bottom throughout the season in college football. They got a strong team, a lot of team speed.
Do Clemson or SMU have a chance to win their game?
I mean, they have a chance to win their
Legitimate.
game.
I mean, are they just out? When you look at the other group of teams outside of the two of them.
Okay, SMU is playing.
They playing?
Yes.
Penn State. Yeah.
They're going to have a whiteout at noon. Well, I mean, it's Penn State. It's whiteout every day. But I don't know the physicality.
Okay.
The physicality which Penn State can play, I think, gives them.
Penn State should beat the shit out of them.
SMU's better than that. The quarterback is nasty. The quarterback might be the favorite for the Heisman for next year.
Can they stop them? Even though Penn State's
I don't think they'll be able to stop them from running the ball.
Correct.
And Penn State's quarterback running the ball.
And from an interior lineman standpoint, which you always talk about with me,
right?
Can they keep up with Penn State?
And I do think this is the end of the line for Clemson. The ACC was just not that strong this year. I do think that they'll run out of gas. But, you know, things are judged different. Making it to the final 12 for Clemson is a home run.
100%.
I mean, home run.
100%.
Home run. Dabo's got a couple championships, and now with college football changing to be able to get back into championship contention, that's huge for that program.
Which one? You look at all these college coaches now, which is you talked about earlier going from college to NFL. Who's one of the guys you think, you know, Harbaugh just did it. Who's one of the next guys you think makes a jump and you think has a good chance to be successful in the NFL? College coach today.
Come on, man. That's a no-brainer.
Who?
Prime time.
You?
Prime time.
That's your pick, prime time. Where's he going to coach at?
I mean, I don't know, but you said someone that can do it.
So he can do it. And is he going to go to the NFL, you think?
I don't think so.
You don't?
I think that Deion is smart enough. Deion, see, people have not been watching Colorado because they hate. So his first year, he's in college football. He got shocked. Hey, man, I'm getting ready to get this transfer, get this, or that. He got there and was like, hey, man, this college football model is broke. I can't do the college football.
Correct.
Guess what? I'm getting ready to change my offense and defense coordinator. I'm getting ready to make them NFL guys. I'm getting ready to hire my boy Warren Sapp. This is NFL in Colorado, dog. That's how we getting ready to do this. This is what I know, and I know this works. He's got the number 2 quarterback coming from California. He decommitted from USC 2 weeks ago. He's going there. He's got a good list of high school recruits. He's always going to have a good list of portal transfers.
No doubt.
They got real NIL money.
Yep.
Next week, they get ready to win the Heisman Trophy. And they won the Davey O'Brien. And they're going to be 2 of the top 3 picks. Come on, man. Catch vision, man. Wake up.
I hope he does it. It'd be entertaining. I'd like to watch it.
You know, I just don't think there's the right spot that's available with the right owner, with the timing, because he's got to make a big move here. Because after the season, the AD for Colorado, you better sign him to a ironclad contract. Oh, they getting ready to tear up Deion's contract.
Correct.
They say the economics that he's brought to the city, the economics he's brought to the university, they've changed the overall enrollment. It used to be like 70% in-state enrollment. It used to be 80% white to black enrollment. He changed those numbers around. So now the enrollment, I think, is 60% out of state, 40% in-state. And guess what they did? Raise the tuition out of state.
Money. Sure do. Good for them.
Raise all the ticket prices.
Good for them. People pay it.
So I would be shocked if Deion didn't get a nice an extension that's a little bit stronger on the language to be able to try to keep him there after his son and Travis leave.
All right, so before we get back to the NFL, FAU, new head coach. You excited?
Yeah, I like him.
How come?
Yeah, Zach, because he has a real system.
Okay.
And interacting with the new coaching staff and how they're going to approach coaching our players and how we're going to implement the system, it's night and day. Like it really is. To have the youngest football coach in Division I coaching
He's the youngest.
Yeah, 33.
Damn.
Yeah, I got draws older than him. Fresher, too. But Coach is cool.
Yeah.
6'7",
Yeah.
former basketball player. You can tell his intellect and ability to communicate. But he's a no-nonsense. He ain't about no BS. He's a straight shooter, not overly opinionated, but his opinion is heard. And just how he addressed the players, you'll love this. We had a staff meeting, first staff meeting. He said, hey, coaches, if you talk to any player about NIL, I'm going to fire you on the spot.
I like that. I like clear.
But you know me.
But you
know me. I
your
was
head
like,
had to go. Yeah, I'm right here.
hey, coach. But I happen to be the guy
Yeah.
behind the NL guy.
Yeah.
That happens to be my guy, Shawn. He said, Cris, we need a private meeting. No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
So you're excited, man. It's going to be
yeah.
a new day in Boca Raton.
Yeah, I think we're going to sign a quarterback from a Power 4 conference. People are going to be shocked with the quarterback we're going to get.
Nice.
I think we're going to try to get that done Saturday or Sunday. And adding a few other players, a couple offensive linemen, added them today. Took a couple of our offensive linemen out of the portal.
Yep.
Got them out of the portal today. Got 2 receivers out of the portal today.
Nice.
You know, so yes, every day is an adventure. But this NIL, man, in the portal, like these kids are delusional.
What'd you say to that one guy? We don't know. What you say about Ohio State? You tell him if he goes to Ohio State, what? He gets shown.
Get ready to be on that kickoff team.
He ain't gonna be in the backfield. He been.
It's cold, man. Global warming has not hit Columbus, Ohio, dog. It's cold up there.
All right. We'll end with this.
We had one of our running backs, man. He got an offer from Michigan, and he's sitting there interviewing with the whole staff and everything. So he comes back and tells us, "Oh yeah, I met with Michigan yesterday." This is like 3 days after they beat Ohio State, and I was like, "Yeah, did you see that sophomore running back rush for 120-some yards?"
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't see that. I said, where you think he going? How much money you think they paying him? Didn't quite think about that. Yeah, man. It's a different game out there.
Still only so many spots.
Yeah, it's
for dudes to play.
Yeah, it's a different game. We had one of our receivers on scout team, and we had our exit meeting last week, and before he could meet the coach and everything, you know, I meet with him. Hey, man, this is what we're going to do and everything. Say, hey, coach, is there any NIL available? Yeah, for the starters.
For the guys that make a difference in the team.
I mean, bro, you on the meat squad. Like, you think there's NIL over there? Yeah, guess what? There's team meal tonight, okay? That's what's going to happen. Guess what? When the book bill comes for your books and your tuition, guess what?
It's covered.
We're going to take care of that.
That's right.
All right?
More than you could ask for. Based on you not providing.
Man, these kids they're crazy. Kid told me, hey, coach, I'm going to surprise you. I said, I hope so, because I'm surprised you so fucking sorry. He said, coach, I'm going to surprise you this summer. Please, you surprise me how bad you are. Shock me again, please.
Please do it.
Man.
I like that. I like that one day. I was like, what you arguing about? He said, man, that kid was criticizing something. I said, well, you goes, thank God I don't criticize you for being sorry. How damn bad
thank
you are.
We're getting ready to fight on the sideline. Dude is on the sideline, hurt, criticizing a dude in the game.
Who he ain't good when he's not hurt.
Oh,
good
man, they got that sideline.
I asked him one day, I said, who's that guy transferring? He said, dude, are you serious? We're talking about backup long snappers and people are posting they're transferring.
Yeah.
I'm entering the portal. Enter, bro.
And dude talking about he's a starter. That's a lie.
That's a lie. You were not.
No.
All right, I watched the Chiefs, and I realized God loves the Chiefs. They won again. Field goal. Hit the crop, come through. Good for them. They keep winning. Are you still Super Bowl? What do you, as we continue to move on in the season? Bills had a hard fought loss. Was that who'd they get beat by?
Rams.
Josh,
No, Chargers. One of them.
Rams. I thought it was Chargers.
Yeah.
I was more surprised. The Rams got them.
Yeah.
What do you still thinking Lions? Who's your Super Bowl pick still?
The Lions have had the best season.
Okay.
Kansas City has the best record. But we're not looking at things objectively. Kansas City has won the last 2 Super Bowls. They have lost a lot of good players, free agencies and injuries. Guess what Andy Reid's doing this year?
It's winning.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm done fighting it. Nothing. They just win.
And they figure out, guess what we're getting ready to do today? We're getting ready to figure out another way Like, that's team camaraderie. That's I love my brother. I got my brother's back. Yeah. Somebody make a play. They have more collective playmakers around the roster to be able to make plays to win a game than anybody else. Improving condition. I mean, talking about in the toughest conditions, they've been able to do it the last 3 years. This is the same way we looked at New England, man. They not that good. They barely eked out another one. Hating on them. But they were the best in football because they had variance to which way they can win. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They can win a defensive struggle. They can win a special teams. They can do it a lot of different ways. And that's where Andy Reid is the best coach in pro football. And he has the best quarterback who's not playing the best, but when he needs to.
He does. He just does every fucking time.
With all the injuries, the running backs, the wide receivers, like.
I'll tell you what'll cause you depression. Betting against the Chiefs and having Mahomes back on the field at the end of the game knowing they're just going to win.
Well, for one, you got to stop betting on the NFL because it's rigged. I mean, not rigged.
It ain't
not
rigged.
rigged. It's rigged that you would never as a human being be able to figure it out.
Well, because they're too smart.
I've been a player, man. I get the game plan on Monday. And just let me speak, okay?
I ain't just saying nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If I was one of those guys, I could call a bookie and be like, man, we're going to smash these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers, they sorry. And, man, you get out there fourth quarter on Sunday, like. I mean, you go to, look, history. Arizona, you go to Arizona. Guess what? They got good players. Mm-hmm. The Bengals, history. They got good players. Tampa Bay, when they were sorry, they still had good players. Jacksonville, no matter what year. Inception when they started. This year, they got good players. Mm-hmm. Sorry teams in the NFL got dudes. Mm-hmm. And guess what them dudes was? The baddest mofos wherever they was. Mm-hmm. And guess what? When you show up to their city, guess what happens sometime? They get a piece of you. Mm-hmm. That's why you can't bet the NFL, man.
I'm still going to bet them. I ain't no quitter. I'm still going to bet them. And college football. Matter of fact, who's playing Monday night? I'm going to bet them big.
I'm going to be at the game.
Okay, hold on.
I was doing a radio interview today. The broadcaster told me it was 2 degrees.
Shit, that's cool.
I said, I need to go to the store and get my Shearling this time for a
What are the Vikings giving?
Probably 6 points. Sam Darnold that I told you about at the beginning of the season.
They're giving 3.5. That's
divisional
all?
game. Divisional game.
Okay.
Right?
Are they going to cover
divisional
it?
Game.
Are they going to cover
The Vikings barely beat them 2 weeks ago.
Are they going to cover?
3.5. I don't bet on NFL.
If you were, I'm going to bet it. Are they going to cover? What's your friendly advice to me? Your boy, you're trying to help out.
Fired their coach.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams still going to take some time. All that running around in the backfield.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I'm going to be there. Minnesota.
What's that? Why
the
did
point
you say
is
3.5? He's Googling shit.
He's talking about the first half.
He don't even
He's trying to get a quick play.
He
Hits the first half, 3.5 points.
He said minus 3.5.
Okay,
he don't even know who's giving or getting fucking points. All right, 7.
Divisional games, bro.
Take the Bears.
You got to take the
Okay,
divisional
take the
games.
Bears. Who's the second one? Where's it at?
Kirk Cousins just threw another damn interception. The other way. Hey, bro. Yeah. So Falcons will bounce back. I think the Falcons have won 4 in a row. Lost 4 in a row.
You know what I heard the other day? Is Michael Penix? That's their backup kid, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know why I was scrolling through. I saw him on Barstool. John Gruden saying he must suck. We know something. Is Michael Penix? First of all, why does Penix not? Can he not play? Is when he's running his mouth? Is he trying to get people to watch him?
No.
John Gruden.
John Gruden is trying to get people to watch him.
Okay, got it.
But also, he has a history with Kirk Cousins from Washington.
All right, that's his guy. Got it. Okay.
Michael Penix is the future.
Yeah.
No need to rush him. They gave Kirk Cousins, I think, $140 million.
Correct.
After Minnesota gave him $200 million or whatever he ripped us off for over all them years.
So he shouldn't be playing him anyway. So Gruden's just running his mouth about why they weren't going to rush him anyway. Michael Penix need to
sit there and chill. Let Kirk Cousins take them losses, throw them interceptions. Yeah. About midseason next year, then they could either move on from Kirk, trade him, or do something. But Michael Penix is the future in Atlanta.
So you like Atlanta and you like the Bears.
When Kirk Cousins signed that deal, and then on draft day, when they drafted Michael Penix, number 7, left-handed, black quarterback, The second coming of Meaike Vick,
Meaike
man,
Vick,
I would have
yeah.
sold my house. I'd have been like, bro, might as well get to it now. Why wait a year and a half?
He's still collecting his money, bro.
It's Atlanta. Atlanta is a very chocolate city. There's a lot of us in Atlanta. Okay?
Yes, there are, bro. Yes, there are. And me, I got dark with the sun. I'm in. I'm getting.
You
I'm
Heinz
halfway
57.
there.
You're a little this, a little that, a little everything, mix it all up. But you talking about, besides D.C., Atlanta, and having a black quarterback, Atlanta, when they draft, I'd have told my old lady, hey,
We got to go.
let's get it.
Don't get too attached, right?
No, don't loan nobody no money because I don't know if we're going to be here long.
All right, so we got the Bears, Falcons. I'm going to take them both. You ain't going to take them, but I'm going to take them both. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for everything.
No, all good,
Thanks
bro.
for your entertainment. Thanks for all you
Appreciate you,
give
though.
up. Thanks for your information. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you all for watching, subscribing. Thank you.
Hey, man, if you got a black guy knocking on your door, man, watch out. There's one in my neighborhood.
Kenny, where's Kenny? Get Kenny.
Watch
Kenny,
out.
come here. Kenny, come here. We need you. He's a cameo. Here, get the funny salesman right up in here. Chris beat him up. You got to watch him on the social media. It's my man Kenny right here. Fully loaded, Kenny. Say what's up to whole.
What's up, everybody?
My man. Kenny, did you play ball? Did you play basketball, though? No football.
No, I got
What?
hit too hard.
You got hit too hard? You said that was not from me?
No, I couldn't do it.
No.
So skinny like a hoop.
All right.
No, that spray wouldn't save you. The football, that's the real guys.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
That miracle spray.